just when I first visited, first of all, the campus is beautiful, like such a different vibe than we get, growing up in New Jersey, Western Mass, that is. And, the faculty seemed really kind of unique. I was kind of just won over by those two factors, like the location and the strong humanities department. Yeah, absolutely. I took a lot of really good courses. I became somewhat close to Don Levine. Don taught and still teaches some interesting film courses. He teaches 2 avant-garde courses and then a graduate level film noir course and a graduate level course on melodrama. And it was cool because Don allows undergraduates to sit in on his graduate level courses on film noir and melodrama. And as an undergrad, it just felt like a really cool experience to be able to do that. I can't complain thinking back about a single course. I really liked Sean Shimpax's course. He's just a electric lecturer, someone who has a great talent for providing overviews of cinema histories, for introducing a film, for getting people excited about film who maybe aren't like from that universe. Daniel Pope taught a really, really good film criticism class that I bet now has like developed. It was like the first year he was teaching it. And that class was just super because it kind of gave students the impression that that's like something that is valued by the school in the sense that they even provide a course in it. I only have good memories and only have good things to say about the course offerings, really. I would say really my takeaway from their department was that there are opportunities in cinema outside of just filmmaking, and their department very much tried to provide a really good overview of the multiple avenues that I think you can go into in the world of film outside of just being the next filmmaker or being shooting commercials or working advertising. So just the diversity of the program, the diversity of the faculty, and the support, the personal support. The teachers do care. They really do care, and they're great listeners. Maybe people don't go to their office hours enough, but anytime you take 15, 20 minutes out of your day to speak to a professor in the film department, they give you their time, they give you their best advice, and it's not like a rush them in, rush them out kind of thing, which is kind of what you get. Like I went to Columbia University also, and I studied cinema there, and it's not to bash their program, but it is a little bit more of like, all right, like we're here, and what do you need, versus like really open ears. So I just was able to make good relationships with those professors, and their advice felt great in this moment in which you're an undergrad in a department. A lot of students don't really know exactly what they want, and they need that kind of support. So having that allowed me to think about the different avenues of cinema, think about the potentialities of cinema, and where I can see myself within that. I'm here at NYU's MEOP program, and I'm learning about film preservation, and Brazilian cinema was what drove me towards the topic of film preservation. I'd taken a really powerful course on the history of Brazilian cinema as a student at Columbia, but what really piqued my interest was that the films were so incredible, yet the copies of the films that we were looking at were taken from a VHS, were not the greatest looking in comparison to what we might see if we really look towards European cinema, where there's 100 Criterion Blu-rays of every film you can imagine, and became to wonder, how is it that we get a European film that looks so beautiful, but a film from Brazil that doesn't? And it takes you back to the topic of film preservation and how film is restored, how it's digitized. ideas around the canon. Why is it that some films look incredible and we can, go see them in a movie theater watch, whereas some of the most important Brazilian films haven't been shown in the US for 50, 60 years. So my interest was picked in Brazilian cinema, and I pursued it and I studied it. And during the pandemic, I met some people online, and we established a nonprofit foundation, and we're based here in New York. It's called Cine Limite Incorporated. And we focus on distributing repertory of Brazilian cinema in the US. And we try to spark a cultural exchange between the United States and Brazil.